Energy readers of the world, welcome back to my channel. Zenergy, where we find the Zen within. What a lovely time to be alive. 1:11 on the clock. It is a fantastic time to be alive. Why do I say that? Well, just saw a rainbow a few days ago. I don't even remember if I might not even have posted it yet on Facebook or YouTube. I don't know. I think I've been trying to light this cone now for the last 3 or 4 reads. Let's see if it'll stay this time. I'm going to do a general collective. Let's see what comes out here. I'm just going to do a little who cares spread. You know, nothing fancy. Still going to check in with the Moonology. Make sure that, you know, we're stayed keyed up. And this energy always sets the tone for the entire read. Ties everything together. Everything ties everything together. It's uncanny. Yeah, and emotions are running high. I noticed that out in public today. I had a guy that just flew around me, and, you know, I am a very fast driver myself, and I don't sit around and wait. And apparently this guy was a little more impatient. Yeah, meditate and contemplate. That was his problem. He hadn't meditated or contemplated life enough. And I used to be a little more like that guy was, but I have definitely, go gadget arms, calmed myself down quite a bit. But it was quite funny. So, new moon in Pisces, and we just came out of the new moon, and we're coming into a full moon. Gosh, is that Cancer? I would imagine it would be in Cancer. Yeah, I haven't actually checked into that at this point. I've been so busy with life, you know. But I'm making a promise to myself, as you know, I guess as well as the channel, that I'm going to, you know, post a lot more frequently, a lot more consistently, as much as possible, you know, which is always my goal. But at the same time, if I'm gone, it's typically because, I mean, yeah, I might be too busy, but at the same time, it might be that I'm not in the right energy. You know, I really do not and will not do these reads if I'm in the wrong energy, because I will end up pulling on my own energy entirely too much. I mean, it still happens, but, you know, everyone's story is very common. Ten of Swords, I'm going to stop there. But, you know, I don't want to pull on my energy that much. Yeah, we got 3 of Wands here. The collective is really, you know, we've been hearing so much that, oh, it's on the horizon, you know, just do the inner work, and, you know, you're, feel it as, when you ask for something, feel it as if you've already received it. We hear this a lot, and it's like we're all looking around in the 3D, and it's kind of hard, you know, I and, you know, it's partly our programming's fault, you know, with our instant gratifiers, and if we don't get it right now, it's like something's wrong. Yeah, I see the progression here in the collective. And the Temperance card, of course, the Temperance card came out. You know, that's the energy that we need to be in right now and to stay in, is the Temperance. I love it that we followed up, finished up, wrapped up. The bookend of the read is the lovely moon energy. My favorite, even though it's kind of like a representation of not knowing what's going on, something being hidden, something that you're not seeing in yourself or another person. Anyhow, so moving through this, quite the tumultuous, I'm getting quite the tumultuous journey here. And, you know, it's not supposed to be easy, and I'm not saying that it's supposed to be, you know, super hard or anything. It's only what you perceive it to be. I'm starting to now perceive things to be so easy, actually. You know, and especially when you not necessarily are conditioned, but when you, I don't know, get used to something. Anyhow, we're not here about me. We're here about you. And I really want to know, are we blocking ourselves from our true love? You know, because that's what we're all here for on this earth, is to experience true love and to give true love, to give real love. And everyone's definition of that is very different. Look at that. We've got the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands back to back with the Emperor. So, like I said, it's such heavy, tumultuous, double down type of energy in the collective right now. Because the collective is starting to get a little, I don't know if anxious is the correct word, but a little perturbed maybe is a better word, in the fact of, you know, where is our real love? And it's not like the collective is, yeah, see, there's the Hermit card. It's not like the collective is sitting in a waiting energy. The collective is doing what it's supposed to do. How do I know that? Because we got right in the center here, we've got the Hierophant. You know, the collective is doing the right thing. So the collective is wondering, where is our... you know, we've had a lot of false flames. A lot of false flames. You know, and that would be with the Page of Wands, Three of Cups, the Moon. You know, it's like swinging in a fight and missing. You put all this time and energy and effort into a relationship. You get to a certain point and it's over. And it's like, oh, what did I gain out of that? You know, and you look at what the person gained out of it. You're like, I know they gained something, that, some this and that, and because I provided this and that. The collective is tired of it. The collective is tired of standing around and talking about their twin flame and talking about their counterpart and, you know, talking about and talking and talking. It's like, no, it's time for some action, universe. You know, I'm putting in some action, universe. I'm out here and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, you know, and continually increasing, continually building upon. And yet, what do I got to show for it? What do I got to show for it? You know? Knight of Cups. It's like, here. Well, I got this and that's it? This is what I got. It's not even a t-shirt, man. It's an empty cup. All right, we're supposed to fill our own cup. I get it, I know. That's what you're thinking, right? We're supposed to fill our own cup. I can hear you yelling at me. I hear you. Six of Cups. You know, and the Six of Cups is what really has been on my mind. The six energy. Single digit. Sorry, I was kind of like stuck on that, huh? The six energy, you know, very nostalgic. And it's not even like a reminiscing, looking back on a woulda, shoulda, coulda type of energy, but it's more of like a, you know, I'm ready for those type of times to come back. I want to be reminiscing about the future now. I'm reminiscing about the future, okay? Because I'm seeing a future for the collective that is not tumultuous, that is the One of Swords, the Ace of Swords, instead of the Ten of Swords. You know, the Ace of Wands instead of the Ten of Wands for the collective, right? It's time for some sexual release. It's time for some sexual creativity, you know? And look at there. See, in the Nine of Swords again. Clarified underneath the Three of Wands. Just totally like, what is going on? I'm following my passions. You know, I'm doing all of these things. And what? All I'm doing is sitting in bed crying about it. And this is lovely because then you move into this healing star energy out of the Three of Wands clarified by the Nine of Swords, with the star clarified now by the Fool. You're just the collective. You're just like, no, I am done with this crap. I am just gonna go a whole nother different direction, and not even care about what has happened in the past, And this is another energy that's been coming out in my reads a lot lately. Not to mention just the Temperance card, which I've already pulled, but now the Five of Swords energy. And this is, again, I love when it comes out for me, because it almost always is taken in a way of you have beaten the boss. You've beaten, I don't know, maybe you haven't beaten the final boss yet, right? But that's what I feel like, that we are in the middle of. We are fighting the final boss, and it is just taking everything we've got. But you know what? It doesn't matter because, again, we already seen the Ten of Swords, and this guy's carrying the load. So you don't really have a problem going it alone. You don't have a problem beating all of these little bosses and final bosses and whatever. You don't have a problem doing it. But, man, wouldn't it be fun to just have someone to be fighting with you? Like, instead of fighting against the person that you're with, whoever you've been with in the past, and you've been fighting with them, and it's like, what the hell's going on here? And, this lady, this is who you want in battle with you. In this deck, she looks like she is ready to go. Like, yeah, she is very ready to go to battle. With her torch. Yeah. Oh, boy. Surprise coming Sunday. What's that, tomorrow? Well, it's already Sunday now, so here in a few hours. And then we have the Seven of Cups underneath the Page of Wands. There's a lot of ways that you can go about the things that you do love, the things that you are passionate about. And the Three of Pentacles, a lot of readers kind of get away from. This is, the collaboration, but it is people that are admiring your work. The Page of Wands is somebody who is taking on a passion, but with the Seven of Cups clarified, that is having a lot of options in what you're passionate about. Find that thing that other people really like as well. They admire your work as much or more than you do yourself. Maybe that's what is being hidden. There's a hidden talent that you have. There's a hidden passion that you have. Maybe you know about it, but nobody else does. I don't know why that's what's being channeled now. That's what's coming out. Well, that's why. The Wheel of Fortune. So this hidden talent, this hidden passion, once you bring it out, once you find it, once you figure it out, it's going to put you on the wheel. It's going to put you in that motion to turn you into the magician. Whoa, wow, did I just get some major... Oh, can you see them? You can see them now. You can see them. Oh, they're going away quick. You can see my goosebumps now. I love it. I love this new setup. Yeah. The magician clarified on the moon? What? I don't even want to let this card down. Like, I want to take it to bed with me. I don't want to let it go. I want to tape it to my hand. This type of energy, I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose this energy. I don't want to lose this energy. And I love that this deck put the proper man in this card. right? Yeah, Tesla. So, maybe some of you already know about or need to find out about the Tesla code, the 369, and it is actually a journaling method that I myself need to really, really take heed and adopt. I've only brushed the surface of it, and this is where you write your manifestation 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon at lunch, and 9 times at night. This was what Tesla did. And then, we're only just now finding out about these things. And evidently it works. And they don't want us to know that it works. They don't want us to know. So there's a hidden talent, hidden passion. That's why everything happens for a reason. You might be single right now because that's what needed to happen for you to find this out. I know for me, myself, if I would not have gotten divorced, I would not be reading right now for you. I know that I would not be reading. It's not anything that I would have dove into. It's not anything I would have wouldn't have got pushed into because, what did everybody come to tarot for? Everybody came here for love. Something happened in your life, in your love life, and something got you into tarot. That's what happened. When tarot saved my life, it involved a person I loved more than anybody in my life, which was my mother. And tarot has that way about it. Oh, look at that. Knocked over my beautiful fluorite. This is a beautiful piece. Basically stole this. It seemed I felt like I stole it because it was like the markings were a little rubbed off because it had been there for sale for a really long time, and it was kind of rubbed off, and I looked like it said, I think it was 45 or 55 or 65, I don't know. And then it looked like I had a dollar sign next to it, and the lady claimed, no, that's 100 and whatever, 145 or 65. And I'm like, oh, wow, I don't really want to. I had that much to spend, or maybe a little more, I don't know. But I didn't want to just blow it all on one crystal. And she let me have it for the cheaper price. And just, I don't know, I guess she felt like she had to. I don't know, but anyhow. That was just a little commercial. I don't know why I had to talk about the fluorite. Maybe you need to look into fluorite and find out what its purpose is and how you can work with that. It's purple, so that would be have to do with the crown chakra. I mean, there is some green in there, some white, but I like to think of it as purple. So. Gonna go to the shadow deck now and just see what it is that is behind the scenes here. What's that layer behind the layer? What is the what's going on behind that double-sided mirror? Because we're here. This is a double-sided mirror. The veil. Everyone talks about the veil. That's the double-sided mirror. Oh my goodness. Are you seeing that? Oh, look, there they are again. Can you see them? Can you see them? Oh, I just clarified I'm trying to quiet down here. I just clarified the Three of Wands with the Three of Wands. I freaking love tarot. Oh my goodness, I freaking love tarot. I'm going to be up all night reading this. Got me up all night reading tarot. Ace of Wands clarifying. Whoa, so what you really want to do, or what's really happening right now, that leap of faith that you're taking while you're in that healing state. That with that with that star energy there is the Ace of Wands. So you, in the shadow, you really want, or what's really happening is a new romantic cycle. Like I just read the night before. That's what you really want. You want a new love. We don't want exes. What did I say? Look, now clarifying. Oh my goodness. I can't believe goosebumps didn't just happen just now. I felt them almost coming. Clarify the lovers now with the Temperance card and the Five of Swords. We want love. The collective just wants to be loved. The collective's lovable. You are lovable, collective. And now we have the Two of Pentacles that is clarifying the Hierophant with the Queen of Wands. And so what I really, really am getting here is keeping a balance. See, there is a fine line between cocky and confident. It's like an invisible. It's such a fine line that it's invisible to the naked eye. You need a microscope to see that line between cocky and confident. They're telling me to really bring that out. You have to stay balanced as far as that goes. When I play poker, any time that I start getting cocky and start, really talking trash, I start losing. It happens every single time. So now then, with the Knight of Swords clarifying the Page of Wands with the Seven of Cups. Yeah, see, so once it's like you already do know this passion. You already do know this desire. You already know this hidden talent that nobody else knows about. And you've been racing about it in your mind. It's been thoughts of it has been going over and over and over about, maybe it's just creative ideas about the idea that's been going on and on and on and on. And this is maybe your sign. This read right now is your sign that whatever that thing is, it's time to do the thing. Okay? Yeah. Oh! Wow. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I didn't look at the bottom until I said that. It's time you take that leap of faith. That's what's in the shadow. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, like, this is why I love tarot. This is why, right here. Like, it's like I'm pausing and stacking the deck. Like, how does this happen? I mean, this is crazy. And now look. The Magician, I'm telling you, you are a star. You're a star. You're a closet star, okay? You are in the closet right now, and you need to get the hell out and show the world the real you. That's what I'm hearing. I know that that's becoming another cliche thing that we hear in tarot. Show the world the real you. Wow. I mean, I can't even get more words out and get something started. And look, now we have the Three of Cups. So the collaboration and then the celebration. And this is what you're picturing. You've seen yourself win the Grammy Award. You've seen yourself, win the music award. You've pictured yourself getting the accolades, being on the radio, talking about your success with that thing. But it's not ever going to happen if you don't do something. We can sit here and manifest and manifest and manifest and visualize and journal and, you know, have our picture board all we want, and then sit down. It's like the old days, sit by the phone and just wait for it to happen out of nowhere, instead of making the move, taking the steps, you know. And I'll never forget this, and it hit me hard, and it made me get off my ass. And he said, you know, don't let the fact that just because you can do it, let that be the thing that makes you not do it. Because, yeah, hey, you're awesome. You're amazing at this thing, and you're so incredible, but you're not doing it, you know, wasting it away. I ask myself that all the time, and I ask God and the universe, like, I have all these talents. What do I have them? What I thought everybody had these talents. So why do you have your talents? Why do you have them? Why? Why are you wasting your talents? Why are you doing this? I'm like, I don't even want to flip the secret manifestation card. I want you to wonder what it is. And I don't even care, because this is all I want to finish this read on right now. Why are you wasting your talents?